sometimes in life you actually need to get in trouble.
Yes.
Not like like permanent trouble. Like I'm talking about like, okay, like don't get mistaken. Welcome to another episode of Learning Hub YUFL. Here, I got two amazing ladies with me. Nice to see you guys again. Hello, Shrizin. Hello, May. I actually haven't seen you in a while, but okay. So today we are talking about independence. It's such a touchy subject if you think about it for this culture. So to you guys, what does independence really mean?
For me, independent may be different from person to person. But independent doesn't mean you have to achieve something big or like it isn't about some big dramatic movement. And it also relates to our daily life, like how can you handle yourself, your emotion, and like deciding what to wear or like how you eat. Yeah, it's all about independence.
Okay, May?
And in this show, we're gonna compare the cultural differences of independence from different countries.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so I grew up quite independent. So when I was in the States for like 10 years. So throughout my college years, I was like working 3 part-time jobs. And sometimes, yeah, I know, I'm amazing. Just kidding. No, it was exhausting. I can never go back. And also, you know, like there is a beauty in being independent. Like you get to make your own money. You get to stay out late without your mom calling you every 5 minutes. Yeah. So when I came back here, there's a bit of a reverse culture shock, which is it's kind of like an opposite culture shock. It's kind of like being back in your native home and kind of being used to how everything is. So there is beauty to being independent. And so people often mistaking that independent is just about being girl boss, you know, like having money, buying your own cup of coffee, all of that. But being independent really is about putting yourself first. Yeah. Right? So do you guys have anything to add to that about like putting yourself first and it's more of a mindset rather than like physicalities of it?
To compare with students, some students are doing part-time and extra money, but some students stay rely on their parents while studying. But that doesn't mean the other is better than
it's not.
The rest. But it's not about how much money you make. It's about how well you manage what you already have.
Very true. Very true.
I think I'm a hostel staying student. So at the hostel, we're staying like we don't have much time to do the part-times. And because the hostel time is limited.
We have strict rules.
We have very strict rules. So like I am dependent on my parents still now on, but it doesn't feel like I'm not independent.
Of course.
Yeah, because at the hostel, there's no one who will take care of you when you're sick. You have to take the medicine by yourself. Take care of
that's
yourself.
really
and
tough
your parents
time.
are not there.
My parents are not there, so no one will take care of me like at home.
Yeah, we suffer a lot, not physically but emotionally.
Yeah, but emotionally.
So being independent is also like little tiny steps that you don't notice.
Yeah, it's all start with small things.
Small things, yeah. Like, oh, like, am I gonna drink coffee first or am I gonna brush my teeth? You know, things like that. Because people think that, you know, like you said, like being independent is all about making money and just like, not really. You know, being independent also means just taking charge of things that you can. Yeah. Yeah, like it's hard to balance family life and being independent. So how do you guys do it though? Like, are there any times where you feel like your parents kind of like step in and you're just like, wait, mom, like I'm old enough to be independent? Like, do you have those moments?
Yeah, in the past, our parents are so strict, you know. They really hard time to let go, like they can let go of that connection. But sometimes you start taking your responsibility, so it made them proud. And also like, you have more confidence, you know. You can
Definitely.
talk openly with your parents.
Yes.
It would be a good idea.
Okay. What about you, May?
Well, my parents love me so much so that they take care of everything. Like my mom can stay like I have to call her once a day. Without calling it, she will be upset or maybe sometimes she worried.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's every mom. Like
Yeah.
with same with my mom. She saw me in the morning and she'll call me every lunchtime. I'm like, you saw me this morning. I'm fine. So yeah, I understand.
There was a time that I didn't I silent my phone so I didn't hear the ringtone.
Oh no.
So I would just go to some friends' rooms and then chit-chatting, and my mom's calling and I was
20
not
plan missed
holding
call.
it. There's so many missed calls, and she even called the hostel teachers.
Oh my
and
god.
tutors.
What time was this? Like late at night or? Oh,
late
that's why.
night.
Okay, yeah.
I also face that kind of things too, but not from my mom. My friend mom call her, but her phone is silent, so she called me and go rescue your friend. Is he in danger or something? I totally understand that, but we are in separated apartment, and I am actually I'm having tough time. I'm sick, so.
So what you guys are saying that for our parents, independence for us is it's a little hard for them sometimes, right? To see their daughter. Like I get it. Like hopefully one day I'm a mom. I get it. You know, if my daughter is not picking up at like 8 p.m., like I'll freak out too. Like I get it. So no hate towards the parents. Like we're just kind of like expressing our feelings and whatnot.
Most of them also say like, you will get to know when you have time.
Yeah. I was like, then I won't have
It's
a kid.
like, come on.
See, that's one of the like. This is like so off topic, but that's one of the reasons why I'm scared to have kids.
Yeah.
Because like I knew like when I was a kid, I was a horrible daughter. So I was like, if I have a kid, like our karma is real.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen to me. That's why I don't want to have kids. Anyway, so you guys, we will continue talking about being independent. We'll be right back on Learning Hub. So we are now talking about building personal independence, right? There's a saying, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, probably wrong. If you don't bleed, you don't grow. So basically, if you don't take like little risk, you're never going to grow as a person. So for you guys, like from what I understood, right? You guys are still young, you're living in a hostel, you're away from your parents. How do you build self-confidence in those times to be independent?
For me, it's not like afraid to start. If we don't start, like we won't, like we can be keep going.
Yeah,
you know?
you'll be stuck in one place. Yeah.
And also, again, we can start with small choices. You know, like making small decision and doing small changes in your daily life.
Okay.
And like take some risks and like try new challenges.
Okay.
That may also push you to be independent.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
I guess, you know. What about?
Yeah, like you said, I've changed a lot because when I came here, this is a new city that I have to live away from my parents. So I just told myself, no one will be there to take care of you like you're at home. So you have to rely on yourself. So I just put myself everything. Like I have to try. I have to be more brave, and I have to bring all of my courage to myself. So yeah, this is how I became independent.
Yeah, like I would like to add something that's like people talk about self-love a lot, right?
Yeah.
And they only talk about self-love when it comes to relationship, which I don't find it. I don't like it. Self-love means that like you said, right? At the end of the day, you are by yourself.
You're by yourself.
And when you're by yourself, you have to love yourself in order to trust yourself. So there is beauty in being independent.
Yeah.
And so you guys have been away from your parents, and so how has this time alone, what taught you? What are some lessons that taught you, and what are some things that you want to say to other fellow students, you know, especially the ones living in hostels?
You are living away from your parents. Sometimes you will get emotional and you will cry when you don't understand the lessons, or when you have a hard time with your friends, maybe misunderstanding, or if you have relationship, you will get heartbroken. And like there are some times that you feel you are left alone and there is no one beside you, but you have to look back. There's only one beside you, that is yourself. So love yourself and speak yourself, so that don't live in that kind of emotional cage, and you have to get out of it.
Of course.
You have to step out of your
Step out
comfort
of it.
zone.
Yeah, like as you mentioned, sometimes we got too emotional and we need someone just to listen. We need to be open at our emotion. And so what I mean is you can rely on someone like at some point. It doesn't mean you need to be on yourself,
Yes.
control your own emotion to be
Yes.
independent. It doesn't mean sometimes independent mean knowing when you need help, when you need to open up.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. There's a big misconception that like being independent means that you're alone. That's not true. I have like a few friends and I love them dearly. And when I need to ask for help, I do ask for help, right? I think that being independent just means that you know your limit too. Like when you need to ask for help, you need to ask for help. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can be independent, right? The main idea that we are talking about is you can be independent, but you also can be still surrounded by people
Yeah.
that you love and people that you support. And so there is also a difficult question, right? Can you still be independent and be close to your friends and family?
Well, I think social media influence a lot to the youths like us.
Okay.
So many people don't talk about their insecurities,
Yes,
their
yes.
weakness, and sometimes their emotions. They don't show it because they want to show the perfect figure to everyone.
Yes. Yes.
So that in our friend group too, we don't talk much about a very dark side of our life. Maybe we just show a bit of it.
a bit of it.
Yeah, a bit of it. So it's not very, I am a ပွင့်လင်းကြပါဘူး Yeah.
Okay. All right.
အမေလည်းပြောဖို့ကောင်း
ပြောဖို့ကောင်းပါတယ်
ဟုတ်တယ်မြန်မာမှာဆိုလည်းလေတယောက်အားဖြင့်ယူတော့အများအားဖြင့်ယူတာတချို့အရာတွေကြတော့အများနဲ့ communicate လုပ်ပြီးတော့ဖောင်းလုပ်တာအရာလေဆိုတော့so it's not about like staying distant or like on your own. It's all about setting boundary and like stay letting people be there for you.
How do you set your boundaries with your family when they are crossing it? Because with your friends, you can just be like, hey, you guys, like, I don't feel like it today. Let's not hang out. But you can't really say no to your parents sometimes,
Yes.
right? So,
For me, my dad and mom is a bit different.
Okay.
Like for my mom, she worried too much and sometimes she's so sensitive. But my dad, on the other hand, too open. When I was young, I feel a little like got pressure by it. But I talk openly with my mom and we resolve a lot. Sometimes we might fight, like a little fight, but and over time she will understand it. But like don't push your parent to let go of you immediately. Like you can talk them like slowly
talk
and
with them
take,
slowly,
take permission, something
Yes.
like that.
yeah, because, for them, it's also a generational thing, if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's also not a culture thing. It's also a generational thing. I think that our generation, even though we're not the same age, but, we're not too far, we kind of see, how do I say, we like to set our own boundaries. We like to set our own paths. We like to set our own careers and passions and things like that. For them, it's a little different. And I think that we should forgive them sometimes because, that's just what they know.
Yeah.
And we can't blame them, right?
Sometimes they are talking from their experience,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
everyone had different experiences,
Yeah.
So we can take advice, but you can like adjust it on your own, like
Tweak it. That's how I've been surviving with my mom. Tweak it. So yeah, I definitely understand. Do you guys have any last advice that you want to give to your fellow students or anyone who's living by themselves, living in hostel, feeling lonely and down? Any advice that you want to give?
Well, for me, I think independence is not all about money.
Okay.
Like, it's all existed in your mind. That are you able to live alone? Are you able to, fight all of your problems by yourself? Are you brave enough to live and stand on your feet by yourself? That is independence for me.
Okay.
For me, independent is not something really big. So I want to say start small, try new thing, and find the truth inside you. So the real independent is finding yourself.
For those of you who are scared to make mistakes or get into trouble, sometimes in life you actually need to get in trouble.
Yes.
Not like like permanent trouble. Like I'm talking about like okay, like don't get mistaken.
Don't get
but like like you need to get in trouble. You need to make mistakes in order to grow. Like
Yes.
like I said before, you guys are very lame-minded, right? Like when I was your age, I was and so, but I have learned a lot, and that's what has made me a more down-to-earth, humble adult. And so sometimes in life, you gotta bleed in order to grow. Is what I always say. You gotta. People tend to avoid pain when it comes to being independent. Like they like to be in their comfort zone. They don't want to go out. But if you want to be really independent and if you want to grow as a person, you need to get hurt, or else you're never gonna grow.
Yeah.
Don't afraid.
Though I have been in pain too many times, I think I have enough character development for this life.
Every experience is a lesson.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in into Learning Hub. I hope to see you guys in the next episode as well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
MI Radio. Hear it. Feel it. Love it.